This is a man reading instructions. Very rare.
There's the bumper.
There's the whole bumper.
Okay. Oh, no, the whole bumper's going on?
Yeah, the whole bumper.
It doesn't seem like we're doing something right, Craig.
Oh, we're doing it right.
We're not using C-clamp.
We don't C-clamp.
Welcome back to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And we are at HQ1, aka my house.
Right, mothership.
The mothership. And we've got a bunch of toys for the Ranger we're going to get into and install today. Craig, what do we got?
Well, Brian, we've got a handy dandy list here for, so far we're calling Sno Ball. Let us know if you think Sno Ball is the answer. That's what some of y'all have suggested. So far we kind of like it.
Yeah.
That's what we're rolling with. But Brian, talk us through this. We've got a good list here. Make fun of his handwriting, not mine. First, bed cover.
Bed cover. That's
right here. I think that's this box here.
That's this big box right here from Tiger. That is not a plug. We just straight up bought that off of Amazon. I've run these before on personal trucks, and they've been a great bargain for the dollar. So
look, I've got, yes, we have multiple experiences with these Tiger covers, and we have some friends that use them as well. They just work, and they're priced right.
Yeah.
Why would you not get it? I mean, it's just too easy.
I think it was $208 for that, for the Ranger.
And it's so easy to put on and take back off, and we'll get through all that later.
Yeah.
Armrest.
Armrest.
There's an armrest. There's a box somewhere for something.
We'll show you that in a minute. There's a box for the armrest. We'll get to that in a second.
Armrest, we'll get that in a second.
Yep.
Hitch.
From Kurt right here. This is a bolt-on hitch. So our truck did not come with the OEM hitch. We looked at getting one from Ford. It was $600. So we went to Kurt and got this for $160 on eBay. Again, not a plug, just what we spent on it. And good news is it's super easy to install according to the internet. We'll find out in a minute.
Brian, Bove.
Oh, Bove. That's blow-off valve. Yeah, you know what that is. This is a Boomba Racing. Again, not a plug. I've used them before on my Veloster N. This literally is a spacer. It just changes the diverter valve, which reroutes the blow-off from the turbo back into the intake and just makes it atmospheric so it sounds cool. That's all it is.
It sounds awesome. That's all we care about. And then, Brian, there's a bunch of boxes here. These rival boxes say skid plates, I think.
So we have a fuel tank skid plate. We've got a oil pan skid plate and transmission pan skid plate. And on the way, we have a transfer case skid plate. I met with Rival and Alex, the guy was awesome. They are an international producer of skid plates for OEM manufacturers. They make all the Subaru skid plates, Hyundai, Kia, and in Australia in particular, they are massive. They're like ARB over there. They make aftermarket skid plates that are beefy.
Beefy.
Really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, more on that. More on that coming. Yep.
Brian, we'll get to this one in a minute. And we also have floor mats.
Yep. So when we bought the Ranger, Craig,
instead of getting the hitch.
Right. We had points. When you buy a new Ford, they give you points based on dollar amount. So they did an OEM price, by the way, and they gave us 42,000 points.
Okay.
Not our discounted rate.
Sure,
so
right.
we use those points to transfer to a couple $100 in credits. And I had a trip to the coast with this Ranger, and I needed these before we went.
Yes, you did. Sand.
So that's why they're already dirty, and they're great, fantastic.
Look, if you have a truck, you're going to do anything actually out in the mud or dirt. You have to have that.
Yeah.
In the Tacoma, we never got those, and we should have, and we regret not doing that in the
Absolutely.
Tacoma. So we did it here. We got it out of the way.
Absolutely.
Remove steps. That's not in a box anywhere over here, Brian.
No,
I
not in
don't
the
think
box.
there's not a
But those steps are just not for us. They're not actually bad. You know, we complained a bunch about the Predator steps on the Tacoma that we had. These are not bad like that. They're just not necessary because the truck's not that tall.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that being said,
last thing, Brian. Surprise.
Wait for the end.
Okay.
Wait for the end. Let's install this stuff.
All right, Brian, what's this first thing we're putting on?
This is the blow-off valve adapter from Boomba Racing. Again, not a plug. We just have had good luck with them in the past. 20 horsepower worth of sticker, and then you get the blow-off valve, which is 500 horsepower worth of noise.
And the sticker so you can keep track of your build. You put it on the back of your truck, and if you forgot what you did.
Right, you can go, oh yeah, look at the back window, see what we got here?
Here's your build list.
Exactly. So this is pretty interesting. We got the adjustable one. So it has these little Allen key inserts that go in here. So you can make it either louder or quieter by how many holes are open here. So I've got it on low right now. We're gonna see what it sounds like. And then we can change it out if we want to. And these are replacement bolts for it. So we need to start out with an 8mm to get the Ford blow-off valve undone. This is the exact same as the previous Ranger, same as the Mustangs and all those other things. So we're gonna take these guys off real quick. I was guessing it was 8mm. I got it right. And then we'll replace it with the longer screws. You can see that's the same thread count on the new screw. It looks like a hardware store screw, but that's okay.
Wait, so longer is not always better?
It's about to be. This is the factory diverter valve. People want to say blow-off valve. That's not what this is. This valve will open and close as needed. This right here is the blow-off from the turbo itself. So, actually, I'm sorry, over here. The turbo's right here, and it generates pressure. So what happens is, as you're on throttle, this thing is closed and the wastegate is closed. And then whenever you let off throttle, this thing will open up and allow the air to escape from the charged pipe side. That way you don't have an overrun. So when you're let off the gas, it doesn't keep going. I've driven some cars where this is broken and this thing will surge and keep driving. You're like, I'm off the gas and it's still making power. So
and to be clear, we're not getting rid of this. This is actually working with that in tandem.
Yeah, all we're doing is, instead of taking this air, because the only reason why manufacturers do this is to keep the noise down. They divert the air back into the air intake. That's this line right here. This line will actually go back into the air box. So it takes the pressure from this pipe and blows it off back in the air box, and just, so instead of hearing a it just, you don't hear anything at all.
So now, instead of it being closed, it escapes right there.
It escapes these little holes. And again, we have it with one open all around. If it's not loud enough, we'll start taking more of these guys out and get it right to the riser status we want it to be at. So new bolts, we'll line it up just like the factory one was, and it goes right back in its place, just like that. And now we montage putting it back together. Oh, let's have alignment. Clear. You want it louder?
Louder!
Let's do it.
All right, Brian, so we've decided more power. Well, more sound is more power.
Well.
What are we doing here?
We're backing out some of these silencer set screw things. So we've got 3 of the 9 open right now. We're gonna now make it more than that. So now we've got 4 open, about to be 5 open. We're gonna have to open one on the bottom for sure too. Gotta get it balanced, right? Oh no, I lost one too. All right, we're gonna try it now with medium. So we've got 6 of the 9 holes opened up. Okay. We might need to go louder than that. We're gonna go louder than that.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah. All right, take 3. We've got all 9 of the holes opened up. This is the hood open. Let's hear it. Okay. Okay, I like it. Let's try with the hood down. Problem is, this Ranger is so refined, she gets quiet with the hood down. Let's hear it. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's coming out on camera, but it sounds perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. All right, Craig, it's time for the next install. It's kind of difficult. Do you think you can handle it?
I got you. This is what it came with. It's fine, it's comfortable, it's quiet.
Nice. Yeah.
Feels good on your bare feet.
Yep.
Forget the bare feet.
Oh,
and camera.
Okay.
What we need is rubber floor mats, because rubber is always safer.
What matters though is this edge around. We've got muddy sandals, which apparently our fans really hate that I wear sandals on our hill test. We're not credible off-road drivers. I will wear proper shoes next time. I'm kidding. Show them the install, Craig.
Let me show you how to install this. What you do is you come over here, and then because someone weird has been sitting here,
my wife. Okay, thanks.
Sorry, sister-in-law. You move the seat back.
Okay.
And then what you do is you put it in, and see it fits just perfectly.
Okay.
On the edges.
All right.
Even around a little molding here.
Thanks for your technical advice. Great. We've got it in the front on both sides. These actually lock on the driver's side. They've got clips so they don't get under the foot rail. And then the back, there's actually a 2-piece design. It goes all the way across from here to this side. There's a lip. It's actually 2 pieces, but they overlap so they don't mess up. Freaking awesome. Glad we did that. What's next? Bed cover.
Bed cover. Unboxing.
Yeah, unboxing. Here it is. Here's the packaging it came in. Because we've already installed it. So come over here, let me show you real quick. Here it is. This is the one from the 19 to 23 Ranger, and it does fit the 24 just right.
Oh, no. Oh, repeat that. That's good.
Yeah, this is from the 19 to 23 Ford Ranger. It fits the 24 perfectly. No issues at all. And they claimed it did, but no one had reviewed it yet. So I'm just here to tell you that it does fit.
I know for sure.
I know for sure.
Believe the Amazon review when you see it.
The only way to open it is right here. You feel a string right here, Craig? Pull that, and then she just rolls up.
That's not bad.
It goes all the way up, and you can strap it up here. And now you don't have the trifold that's all the way here. So when you do the trifold, it folds in 3 pieces, and it never gets further up. So that's kind of nice. If you have some cargo, you can do that. The way it mounts up is this is an extruded rail that goes down, and then it has these extruded clamps. The downside, Craig, is these clamps are barely barely big enough for the Ranger. Let me show you right here what I'm talking about. The penetration from this top piece to the bottom U-bracket, it's barely in there. If they were going to update this, I would make this a little bit deeper channel, then it'd be better, but it works. You've got a big, thick foam pad up here.
Yeah, and that's the other experience we've had of these before. They actually do keep water out.
They do. And I had this sort of rainstorm down on the Texas coast recently, and I'll be honest, I got a little bit of rain in that corner right there where you're at, but I think I put the seal in wrong, so I'm not going to blame the kit yet. The best way to mount the seal back here was on the actual side of the top, because the bed rail, we have this, it's because we have this plastic cover, Craig.
Yeah, this plastic cover.
I don't have a good edge to mount it on the tailgate itself, so I put it up here. So it might be that, but it was barely a trickle. We had all of our family's gear in here for the trip, and luggage and clothes and everything was dry. It was fine. We just had a little bit of moisture in that corner. Pretty good kit, highly recommend it. And look,
about how much is it?
$208 at the time we bought it. I mean,
that's not bad at all. When these things first came out, they weren't a whole lot cheaper than that.
No, and the Ford version's like $700 or $800, and it's the same thing. So, highly recommend this. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't need it to be a hard panel secure thing, these vinyls seal so much better. They make the metal ones that have the roll-up version, they leak.
They're lighter too.
A lot lighter.
This is the way to go.
On to the next thing.
All right, Brian's a little sensitive when he drives. I don't know if y'all knew that. So we've got a special install, Brian, just for you. What is that?
This is the Amazon special. I don't even know what brand this is, but it was like $18 shipped. Look, the factory armrest is leather.
Wait a minute. You covered a leather padded armrest with leather padding?
Yes, because feel this. This is the cheapest feeling material I've ever felt in a Ford. Yeah, and it's pretty bad.
That's saying something. And
it's pretty bad.
And yeah, that ain't good. You're right. It ain't great.
It's not great. So I had a 1,000-mile road trip coming up, and I was like, not having it. So last minute bought this, overnighted from Amazon, and look, it's definitely not like an OEM thing. It's definitely an over, but it's also like fits really well and works fine, and it had no complaints.
All right, Brian, it's on to the trailer hitch. And what hitch did we buy? And I know you already mentioned earlier, but which one?
Well, we got this, well, hang on, the box has a whole thing. It's the Kurt hitch.
Kurt, 'cause I thought it was going to spell something else.
No, don't do that. There's other trash in here. Ignore that. That's for my kids.
So this comes with it. This is a little Hug fruit barrel.
Does not come with it. Here's the hitch. And look, Craig, I got to issue an apology to our UPS driver. I was like, hey, dude, there's a hole in this. Where's the hardware? He goes, So we dug through it, and turns out the hardware's already on the truck. This is a super easy kit to install. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's do it. Basically, we got the Ranger without the factory hitch, and if you did order the factory hitch, this whole bracket changes. You see those bolt holes right here, Craig? These two bolts?
Yep.
That changes, and then this whole bar comes out. It's actually kind of invasive. You got to take the bumper cover off and that kind of stuff. We're not doing that. We're doing the aftermarket version, which goes in this place right here, I believe. So the instructions tell us to back up these 4 bolts. There's 2 on each side. Mount it up, bolt it on, and you're done. So let's see if it's that easy.
And if we didn't use this hitch, we do have something though. Ford gives us something to do up here, right?
Yeah, so you do have tow chains right here, which is actually a way of them offering a rear recovery point. And you do have the 4-way flat trailer harness, which is for what we're towing, all we need. We're not doing trailer brakes, we think, in the time that we have this truck. So
put your ball right here.
Actually, I got you. Yeah, you can go old school. This is good for 3,500 pounds worth of towing. And the Kurt hitch is good to tow 7,500 pounds.
So you're not left out in the dry like some other manufacturers. You just can't do anything. They actually give you something here if you don't get this, but we're stepping it up. Yeah.
Okay. One down. All right. Clamp the bumper assembly in position using C-clamps.
So what we'll have to do is we'll C-clamp it here, and that's what I'm doing with my legs.
Craig is the Craig clamp. There's the bumper.
There's the whole bumper.
Okay. Thanks, C-clamp. The whole bumper's going on?
Yeah, the whole bumper.
It doesn't seem like we're doing something right, Craig.
Oh, we're doing it right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Brian, after some real easy C-clamps, what have we discovered?
We've discovered that the spare tire touches it barely right here on the top of the bar, but it won't be impossible to get this off if you need it. It's just the tire will come down at an angle. But everything else is pretty good. Let's torque it down. And the wiring connections have plenty of room over here. It's like they designed it to work here beautifully. I dig it. What do you think?
I think this is pretty freaking stout. I mean, that is gonna work. It is mounted straight and directly to the frame in conjunction with this bumper. It's actually a really easy install. So easy that, well, you and I could do it without 2 C-clamps.
2 things on, without 2 C-clamps, only had 1. I do want to talk about complaints with the factory hitch.
It drops too low.
Well, that it comes out too far. This one doesn't come out too far.
Good point.
But I feel like it is kind of low. But here's the deal. If we're gonna go wheeling and going off-roading, I want that to drag before this pancakes. So it's actually
this
good.
skid plate.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I actually really want
the bumper from going.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty good design, and it was 160 bucks shipped from eBay of all places.
That's too easy. And Kurt actually is a really good brand. We've used Kurt before on other things.
Yeah, we really have.
Zero problems.
Next thing's next. These things got to go.
Get them.
All right, Craig, they are off, and I want to say that these are totally fine for a step. Definitely not what we're looking for, but not as bad as the Toyota Predator steps that claim to be a rail. These actually, because they're continuous, you have a step wherever you want it instead of just where a dumb hoop is at. And these are actually really light. If you're not doing off-road stuff, pretty good step, just not what we're going for. It's time to wrap this thing up. We got to talk about a surprise and what we've done. First drive of the blow-off valve zone. Ready?
Ready.
Yes. Let's get the gauge right here. Watch it build boost. Oh, like that.
Yes.
Doesn't seem that loud though. I kind of like it's perfect.
No, it's really not that loud, but it's straight.
We want to just hear it. We don't want to be annoyed by it.
Right, exactly.
Rolling to boost about 10, 20 pounds.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. That's good. All right, Brian, we've got a lot done on our list here. Take this. I'm checking it off real quick. Let me see here. Bed cover, check. Armrest, check. Hitch, check. Above, check.
Yeah, blow-off valve.
Surprise, we're getting to floor mats, check. Remove steps, gone.
Gone.
Skid plates and a surprise. Before we get to the surprise, Brian,
I want to show
us about these skid plates.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
All right, so these are from Rival, like I talked about earlier. These guys are rivaling ARB.
Ooh.
Really impressed with what they've got. I want to show you what the OEM stuff was right here.
Okay.
This is the OEM oil pan skid plate.
Not bad.
Not bad, and this is what the FX4 package gives you. Kind of makes me realize the FX4 package is better than a sticker. There's more going on. You do get shocks that are different that I don't love. And even Rival said, look, that's not nothing. But the difference is when you hit something heavy once, this is gonna ding and do some stuff. It'll protect the oil pan underneath it. This will deform, is what'll happen. So, and also feel it, Craig, real quick. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's heavy.
A little over dramatic, but kind of heavy. The aluminum stuff is easily a third lighter than that, and it's a 1/4 inch thick.
No, they're thick.
There's B-roll I'm gonna show you right here that has all that stuff. It is really impressive, and part of what we're gonna do here in a minute is test that, or we're just gonna tease you about testing that. So this stuff, we don't need that anymore. One more thing, get a good view, Craig. This looks so much better without the side step.
Oh, it looks good.
Real happy with that. But there's one thing left that we haven't shown the people, Craig.
Yes. What's that surprise thing on there?
Right here, this guy right here. So like you said, bed cover, armrest, hitch, skid plates, which are amazing, floor mats, steps. Surprise, right here, bud. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay, feast your eyes. The biggest problem with the FX4 package, Craig, is the dampers. While they are better, they're not Fox better. These are the Fox shocks that you could get on the trimmer package last year. You cannot get a trimmer package now that Raptor exists in the States. What's funny though is that worldwide, Ranger Raptors that we didn't get years prior, the trimmer stateside got the Fox 2.0, and we've driven that truck before, we've reviewed it in the past, and we think it's the best riding truck we've ever tested. Period, the end. So we're gonna start with these guys and see if it makes a difference. Now they're not brand new, but they're not leaking. There's no oil coming out anywhere. And I think we're gonna try these out. The good news is if they are dead, we can rebuild them because they are Fox 2.0s. They're genuine, like the first gen Raptor. So I've rebuilt those before. Not a big deal, easy to do. So we're gonna start with that. We've also got the trimmer front springs we're gonna put on here, which will lift the front just a little bit. It'll level it. And we'll see how that works. The internet says it'll fit. Let's find out. The only thing that hasn't changed is the rear leaf springs on the trimmer are a 3-pack. These are a mono pack on ours with an overload. We might swap to those down the road. But that's it for this episode. These are the updates. It's made it more drivable. I have done 1,000 miles on a road trip with it, and it is great. That's what I really want to get at so far. Ergonomically, it's just so Ford solid in that regard. The armrest made a big difference, and this powertrain is really refined.
We both decided not to build this truck, and here we are, kind of like day 2 with it or whatever. We've done all these things.
Episode 2, we've got dampers on the bed.
Stay tuned for the not build of this truck.
And right now we're gonna do the hill test, which will be the next episode coming out after this one. Stay tuned. We're gonna see how this crap works.
Thanks for watching.